What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode?
Hello, I'm Yara,
And I'm Juliane.
and today we're going to talk about Langston Hughes' poem A Dream Deferred from the 1930s. So, Juliane, Langston Hughes uses a lot of similes. For example, does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Why do you think Hughes uses these similes? What is the effect of this?
Well, a raisin is something that when was a grape, a fresh fruit, but over time has dried up in the sun and turned into a raisin. This simile is about something that's getting smaller, something's drying up. So this dream, which we don't know the meaning of yet, is actually disappearing.
What about personification? Does it make an appearance in the poem?
Yeah, I think so. He uses personification at one point when he says that the dream runs, so it's like a dream with the human traits, and when a dream runs, it might be disappearing, I think.
Okay, so connotations often play a big role in poetry. Can you give an example of it from the text, maybe?
Yeah, of course. An example of connotation is when he describes the dream as a raisin, because what do we think of when we hear the word raisin? It's something that's getting smaller. And he might be describing how he and many other blacks felt, they felt worthlessness during this time of American history.
Okay, well, Juliane, now we have talked about poetic effects and devices. Could you try to sum up the meaning of this poem and the effect of the use of poetic tools?
Yeah, I think this poem is an expression of disappointment, worthlessness, and oppression. When he at last says that the dream explode, he might mean that this is a dream that will never come true.
Okay, can you try to give an overall estimate on the message or the theme of this poem?
Yeah, I think the overall theme might be oppression. Hughes represented the black population who went through a horrible time that was influenced by segregation and oppression. The blacks had absolutely no rights in some parts of America.
Okay, so A Dream Deferred was written in a period of American history where segregation dominated the society in the USA. How do you think this poem is related to that time of history in America?
Well, many blacks may have had a dream about freedom and equality. At that time, there was no signs that this dream would ever come true. That also answers the question about which dream Langston Hughes is talking about, the dream of freedom and equality for everybody in America. If you look at it in a historical context, you really get to know what this poem is all about.